Yeah, and with thousands of people expected to come here to the Gilroy Garlic Festival for its 41st year, you can guarantee there's going to be all different types of food for people who do like garlic and people who don't like garlic. It was an emotional scene here around midnight. You could see multiple officers hugging each other, embracing one another over what happened, and hours later, investigators are still here trying to determine what happened here at Griffin and East Market. Tow truck drivers and CHP officers will often see the same thing at the same time. William Edwards is a tow truck driver. He says he was once called out to what ended up being a deadly head-on collision right here on Highway 101 near Spence Road. Despite prior issues, both candidates are interested in keeping the identity of Hollister intact, whether it's preserving the nearby fields so farm workers have a place to work, or building up the downtown area to keep it vibrant and packed on the weekends. For Julie and Enrique, Emily was their first and only daughter. A study by UCLA's Mattel Children's Hospital suggests having a child after the loss of another happens often and can actually strengthen the bond between a couple. Julie says she was terrified at the idea of having a child after Emily's death. The CDC has issued some guidance so that youth sports can continue. It includes requiring players to bring and use their own equipment for practices or for games. It also limits travel, requiring teams to play games within their own area.
Order! Arms!
Flags at the Salinas Police Department were lowered in honor of fallen officer Jorge David Alvarado Jr.
Jorge David Alvarado is not only a friend to all of us, but he's a hero to the community.
Alvarado was killed during a traffic stop around 10:30 late Friday night.
The officer stayed in the fight all the way to the end. Ultimately, he paid the price for it. He gave his life for it.
Alvarado transferred to Salinas Police from the Colma Police Department in 2020. KION has learned from family members that Alvarado has a brother who's also a Salinas police officer. It was an emotional scene here around midnight. You could see multiple officers hugging each other, embracing one another over what happened, and hours later, investigators are still here trying to determine what happened here at Griffin and East Market. Police say the suspect is in custody, but now a void exists at the department with the loss of one of their own. Community members visited the police station Saturday afternoon to lay flowers and messages of support to the department and to family members of Officer Alvarado.
I'm sorry for your loss. It should have never happened. And anyone who's okay with this, anyone who would do something like this, are cowards.
For now, the Monterey County Sheriff's Office and other agencies are helping Salinas Police with calls for service.
Every officer, at the end of the day, they're just doing their job, and they want to go home at night. They want to see their family. They want to kiss them goodnight, or in the morning, depending on their shift.
As for the investigation, Salinas Police say the case is now in the hands of the Monterey County District Attorney's Office.
Last night, the police department lost a son, but the community lost a hero.
In Salinas, Victor Guzman, KION News Channel 546. People couldn't help but take a break from their commute to work to capture the sight of snow up in the Santa Cruz Mountains.
This is beautiful. I mean, I haven't seen snow in Santa Cruz for a long time.
A flurry of snow stuck to the ground along Summit Road and up Mount Bachi. You could also see it at the top of the trees along Highway 17, giving people plenty of opportunities to take a quick photo before moving along. And if you really wanted to, the snow was just right enough to pack into a snowball.
This is the first time I actually see it snowing. Sure. I saw the snow on the ground, but for it to actually be snowing, it's amazing.
Right now, it's beautiful. I mean, I don't know how can I say it. It's beautiful.
In the Santa Cruz Mountains, Victor Guzman, KION News Channel 46.
But one of the things I've learned in my grief journey is to still talk about the people we love.
It's easier now for Erica Mahoney to talk about her father, Kevin, describing him to his grandkids as a funny, sweet, and caring person who wouldn't hurt a fly.
He was that shining light who would walk into the room and everyone just starts to smile.
But in March 2021, that light dimmed. Erica received a call from her mom saying there was an active shooter at the King Soopers in Boulder, Colorado, also saying Kevin was at the store when the shooting started.
And when she said that, I wanted to fall to my knees. I just felt this whole blast through my heart.
Erica says she and her family waited 12 hours to get an update on Kevin's condition from Boulder police, And all that time, she was clinging onto hope that Kevin made it out alive.
I walked into the living room and I looked outside the window, which overlooks the Monterey Bay and all the treetops. And I saw on the one country road leading up to our house this like flash of bright light. And I really felt like that was a sign from my dad that he was just saying, like, I'm on the other side now. And um, I'm not even kidding you. Less than a minute later, the phone rang with news from the coroner's office that he was gone.
Erica was 6 months pregnant at the time, and when her daughter was born, she says she spiraled into postpartum depression.
I remember holding my precious little newborn in the hospital at Chomp and thinking, how am I going to protect my daughter in a world that didn't protect my dad?
Then in May the next year, the Uvalde mass shooting happened in Texas. That's when Erica says she broke down and reached out to a grief therapist who changed her life. As she grew comfortable talking about her grief, she decided to start a podcast. It's called Senseless and is dedicated to the aftermath of mass shootings from the perspective of family members who lost loved ones.
All those hard moments that happen, years and years later. I mean, again, this is a life-changing thing. I think about, when I turn my dad's age and hopefully live longer than him, and how that will be a hard moment. So that's what this is about. It's about really diving deep and showing the full long-term impact of this American tragedy.
Erica says her family supports the podcast, saying it will help not just the Mahoney family, but potentially the world.
Life is hard right now. The world is a scary, chaotic place. We are going through so much. And I've learned through my own life experience and doing this podcast that no one goes through life unscathed. So to keep finding joy is not easy, but try to do it. Just this morning, it's trash day here in our neighborhood. And I took a moment to take my little baby boy out and look at the trash trucks. And those little small moments of joy and slowing down are so important, and we have to remember to make space for them.